on Smackdown vs. Raw Chris Benoit story.
And speaking of you, I've just about had it with your...
Hold that thought, Triple H. You two had better get on the same page. Because I'm not going to stand for SmackDown superstars invading my show. By the authority of the board of directors, you're going to have a sanctioned match against them next week at SummerSlam. But that doesn't mean we're going to wait until then to even the score. This Thursday, you're going to SmackDown to return the favor.
Hey, what a great idea, Bischoff.
Tag team champions like the Hart Foundation or the Legion of Doom.
Yes, Eugene.
Or Chuck and
yes,
Billy.
Eugene, that's right, just like the... Eugene, now that's enough. If you're going to be a champion, you've got to start behaving like one.
Hey, am I interrupting something?
No, not at all. Young Master Eugene here was just getting a wee bit overexcited about our recent World Tag Team title victory. Isn't that right, Eugene?
Yeah, congratulations. I hear you got a title defense against Edge and Christian at Taboo Tuesday. Good luck with that.
And to you as well in your match against Christian tonight. He's more of a pillock than ever, now that he and Edge have reunited.
No kidding. Watch yourself out there against Edge.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Eugene.
Like Nikolai Volkov and the Iron Sheik. I ran #1. USA, ach tui.
And the opponent, accompanied by Edge. From Toronto, Canada, weighing in at 235 pounds, Christian.
He countered that and made it look easy. Here's the pin! Could this be it? I feel like the luckiest guy in the world, JR. I can't believe I actually get paid to do this job.
Well, don't let Eric Bischoff hear you say that, King, or you might wind up having to do it for free.
That's true. Bischoff's so cheap, he won't even tip a canoe.
A lot of blood, sweat, and tears have been shed in that very ring.
And I think there's going to be a lot more shed here tonight.
No doubt about that, King. These superstars are going to leave it all in the ring. You can count on that.
Can you believe we're actually watching these superstars go at it, JR?
It's great to see, King. I've been looking forward to this match for all. What a submission hold! Could this be a tap out?
It isn't. The hold can't be broken. You can't take this kind of pain for long.
Did you see that? Ring the damn bell! You can't let somebody get away with that.
I don't think the ref saw it, JR. And if the ref doesn't see it, it's not illegal. It looks like they've slowed the match down a little, and I think that's some good strategy right there.
It certainly is. I'm sure they're well acquainted with the old expression, fools rush in.
Is that why you always seem to be in such a hurry, JR?
I think I've eaten a little too much good Oklahoma barbecue in my day, King, to hurry anywhere. He may get the 3 count here.
1, 2.
There's no way that was going to be a 3 count.
Watch out! He reversed it! The intensity of these superstars is unbelievable.
No doubt about that, King. The fans are getting their money's worth here tonight.
I thought I'd pick the winner before the match started, JR, but now I'm having second thoughts.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, King. Usually I wonder if you've even had first thoughts.
He's climbing the turnbuckle. What's he? Uh-oh. This isn't gonna be pretty.
And it's been reversed.
Benoit thinks he's the toughest superstar in the WWE, but I think he's lying through his tooth.
Will you stop? How can you possibly not like Chris Benoit, King? How can you not have respect for his accomplishments?
What accomplishments? Taking 16 years to finally win the World Heavyweight title? I'm supposed to kiss his feet for finally winning the title after failing time and...
A textbook reversal there. Looks like he's trying for a pin here.
2.
He really didn't think he was going to get the pin, did he? I don't think that these superstars have even contemplated the fact that they might lose.
I'm sure they have. That's not the kind of attitude.
There's the pin!
1, 2.
Oh, man! That was almost 3, JR! Here he goes! Up the turnbuckle! This could be really good or really bad. We could see a finishing move right here.
These top rope moves are always difference makers, for better or worse. And there's a little something for the crowd. The best superstars never ignore their fans.
The best superstars also finish off their opponents instead of giving them time to recover. I don't care how tough you are, JR. No one can take this kind of pain for long.
That's it. That's all she wrote.
Here's your winner, Chris Benoit.
Using the ropes. The ref doesn't see it. And damn it, neither does Eugene.
Eugene's completely distracted as usual. But this is one time I don't blame him.
The match is over. What's Edge trying to prove here?
Isn't it obvious, JR? Edge is trying to soften up William Regal for their tag team championship match at Taboo Tuesday.
How sharp do you have to be to take advantage of poor Eugene?
There you go, JR. He broke the hold. What are you so upset about?
Yeah, he broke the damn hold, but he might have broken Regal's back.
All's fair in love and title chases, JR.
So, despite the injury to William Regal, the tag titles will be on the line tomorrow night at Taboo Tuesday.
I don't know about this, William.
Please, you've got to reconsider. Eugene's uncle, Eric Bischoff, has a history of trying to crush Eugene's spirits. Eugene loves his title more than life itself, and the fact that I can't defend my half is a perfect excuse for him to strip us of our titles and hurt Eugene again.
But filling in for you as a tag team champion? That's a huge responsibility.
If you don't do this, you might as well hand the titles to those miserable toe rags, Edge and Christian. I don't know about you, but I refuse to reward those two with a championship for crippling their opponents. That'd hardly be sporting, would it?
Yeah, but...
You faced Christian last week. Tonight, it's you versus Edge. You've scouted both men, and our title defense is tomorrow night at Taboo Tuesday. You're the only one who can help us.
Okay. All right, I'll do it.
There's a top man. Thank you. Eugene, you make sure you accompany him to ringside tonight, and pay no attention to that scrubber Trish Stratus. Don't allow her to distract you from the matter at hand.
Despite the injury to William Regal, the tag titles will be on the line tomorrow night at Taboo Tuesday.
That's if Regal's replacement makes it through his match tonight against Edge.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
You think you know me?
And the opponent.
I tell you, JR, this one has the potential to be a Match of the Year candidate.
No doubt about it, King. As far as I'm concerned, he's got that submission hold locked in.
He sure does, JR. He might make his opponent tap out right here. He's a 3 count away from a pinfall.
That's nowhere near a 3 count. He's taken every advantage in this matchup, and it looks like he plans on taking a few more.
If he's not the dirtiest player in the game, JR, he's a shoo-in for second place.
1, 2.
I don't understand how these fans can
3.
boo Edge, JR. They've got no respect for everything he's done for
4.
them.
Oh, you're full of it, King. These fans don't give a damn about Edge, because they know that Edge doesn't give a damn about them
6.
either.
How can you say that, JR? Edge is one of the most exciting and dynamic superstars on the Raw roster. And I hope you don't drive him to
8.
Smackdown with the way you slander him.
9.
And there,
10.
well, there it is. That's the match.
To the diva of the decade?
I'm sure he'd prefer not to, but she has no right to lead Eugene on like she's been doing.
Trish, look out! Oh my gosh, look at what he just did to Trish!
You mean look at what Edge just did to Trish? If I didn't know better, I'd say Eugene seems more concerned about Trish Stratus than his own partner.
Can you blame him, JR? I should go down there and see if Trish needs mouth-to-mouth, and maybe some CPR.
Everything went perfectly last week. Trish, for a moment, I thought you were actually hurt.
Hey, I'm the WWE Women's Champion. I'm tougher than I look. And if you boys stick with the plan, you'll be the World Tag Team Champions, and we'll all be wearing gold when we leave here tonight.
Yeah, now all we have to do is take that dunce Eugene out of the picture, which shouldn't be too hard. I mean, he's not exactly a rocket scientist, you know? I'd be surprised if he could lace up his own boots. And ugly. Man, the toughest part of the match will be having to look at him up close.
Hello. I'm sorry you got hurt yesterday, Trish. Are you okay?
Yes. Yes, thank you. That's very sweet, Eugene. But you don't have to apologize. It wasn't your fault.
Actually, Eugene, if anyone's got to apologize, it's me. I'm sorry I accidentally hurt William Regal 2 weeks ago. I didn't realize he tapped out. I didn't expect him to give up so easily. Guess he's not as tough as I thought he was, eh?
Yeah, but you know who should be apologizing? Your so-called friend for hitting poor Trish last night. Is that the kind of partner you want? Is that the kind of person you consider a friend, Eugene? Someone who hits girls from behind?
No.
I'd like to be your friend, Eugene. Would you like to be friends with little old me?
Yeah.
Good boy. Now come with me. I've got something to discuss with you.
I don't believe it. How could Trish even stand to be around that Eugene? She has a heart of gold, that's for sure.
If that Jezebel has a heart, it's fool's gold, if you ask me. No good's going to come of this. I can guarantee you that.
Where the heck is Eugene, JR?
I've no earthly idea, but I bet Trish Stratus knows exactly where he is and why he's not here defending his tag team championship.
Well, first Regal can't wrestle, and now Eugene's missing in action. Can you even defend the tag team title single-handedly? Where I come from, if you don't show up for a title match, that's a forfeit. You're not gonna win a match by insulting your opponent.
No, but having the crowd behind you can certainly get the adrenaline pumping.
I think this one could go either way, JR.
It sure could, until the referee calls for the bell. This is still anyone's match.
So, how do you think this one's gonna turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything can happen here in the WWE.
But you've got to have a guess, right?
I might, but I'd rather keep it to myself if it's all the same to you, King. You've got to ask yourself, how much punishment will these superstars be able to withstand tonight?
I don't know, JR, but I think they're pretty intent on finding out.
They certainly are. I don't know how it's going to end, but I can guarantee you they're going to leave it all in the ring.
Benoit thinks he's the toughest superstar in the W.
His opponent's down, and now he's sharing a piece of his mind.
He's gonna have to eat those words by the end of this match, JR. These superstars sure aren't going easy on each other here tonight.
What'd you expect, King? This isn't ballet, you know.
Oh, really, JR? Gosh, tell me more about your in-ring experience.
Well, I've got a pinfall victory over Triple H to my credit. How about you?
What do you think of the match so far, JR?
I think these superstars are putting on one hell of an exhibition here tonight, King. I can't wait to see what happens next. This is a classic matchup, King. I'm so glad the WWE fans are getting the chance to see it.
Yeah, and I'm happy that I'm getting to see it too, JR. I just wish they'd pick up the pace a little.
Oh no, this is classic old school wrestling at its finest. You, of all people, should be able to appreciate that, King.
Wait a minute, JR. You're not trying to say that I'm old, are you?
Of course not, King. Although there was that rumor going around about your social security number was 1.
He's going for the cover, JR!
It doesn't appear that Edge is getting much love from this crowd tonight, and who can blame them? And there's the submission. There might not be any way out of it.
There'd better be, or we're gonna see a tap out right here.
Excellent counter. What ring presence.
I talked to these superstars backstage before the match, and I don't think I've ever seen competitors so ready to get it on.
And that's coming through loud and clear here tonight in this match. They're not taking it easy on each other either.
It's been said a million times, but I'll say it again. This isn't ballet. Ruthless aggression is the name of the game. I don't understand how these fans can boo Edge, JR. This is great, JR. He's really letting his opponent have it.
I guess he is, but I'd like to see a little less sizzle and a little more steak, personally.
After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind the folks at home not to try this stuff themselves.
That's for damn sure, King. The WWE superstars are trained professionals.
And even they don't walk away from every match in the best shape.
They sure don't. We've seen more than one superstar taken out of here on a stretcher.
I don't think that these superstars have even contemplated the fact that they might lose.
I'm sure they haven't. That's not the kind of attitude you come in with and expect to pick up the win.
You're right about that, JR. If you can't see yourself having your arm raised by the referee when it's over, don't bother showing up.
He's got that submission hold locked in.
He sure does, JR. He might make his opponent tap out right here. I've been looking forward to this match all night, JR. I can't believe it's finally underway.
This has been a hotly anticipated contest. And as far as I'm concerned, it's living up to the hype.
No question about that, JR. The fans certainly seem to be into it, that's for sure.
And when it comes down to it, that's all that matters.
Quick tags are the best way to win a tag team match, JR. He turned the tables on his opponent with that one. Boy, these superstars sure have their hands full here tonight, JR.
They sure do, King. They've got all they can say grace over. Oh, boy, this is not going to be an easy hole to escape from.
It sure isn't, JR. I've been on the wrong end of that one many times.
Oh, for the love of... Open your eyes, Red. I can't believe he got away with that.
Well, you might not like it, JR, but he's going to do whatever it takes to win this one.
You're not going to get him with that one.
So, JR, are you enjoying the match so far?
Yes, I am. I think these superstars are putting on one hell of an exhibition here tonight.
What's your favorite part of it so far?
I don't think it's happened yet. My favorite part of the match will be when you quit yapping and let me enjoy it.
Now, JR. Keep your words soft and sweet because you may have to eat them later. You think this is going to be a back and forth kind of match? Or do you think this is going to be pretty one-sided, JR?
I couldn't tell you.
Wow! There's a hole you don't want to find yourself in, JR.
You sure don't, King. We've seen many a superstar tap out to this one.
I don't know if his opponent has what it takes to kick out.
2.
Is that? No, only 2. He's taken every advantage in this matchup, and it looks like he plans on taking a few more.
If he's not the dirtiest player in the game, JR, he's a shoo-in for second place. You can look at any professional sport you want, JR, and you won't find more incredible athletes than the WWE superstars.
You're not wrong, King. They compete every week until they are And there he goes. The submission is locked in.
Oh my gosh! He might make his opponent tap right here. You talk about ruthless aggression. Look at the way these superstars have been going after each other.
They're not playing with kid gloves, that's for sure.
We knew we were going to see a heck of a match, but this might turn out to be... No. Go ahead and say it, JR.
All right, I will. I think this one's got all the makings of a bona fide slobber knocker.
What a counter! I'm so happy that we have a superstar like Edge on the Raw roster. Someone who sets goals for himself and doesn't let anything stop him from reaching them. He's a great role model for young fans.
Oh, he's a terrific role model, all right.
His opponent has softened him up, JR. Now it's in for the kill.
He's got no defense left against a strong submission hold. He countered that and made it look easy.
You better tell the cameraman not to go for any...
Look at him feeding off the energy from this capacity crowd. He's unstoppable.
You can't ever count on these fans, JR. They're fickle, and they'll abandon you in a heartbeat. I can't believe he countered that one. If any superstar shows the slightest hint of weakness, they've lost the match.
That's for sure. No matter how beat up you are.
He's really cranking up the pressure on that hold, JR.
He sure is. There's no doubt he's looking for the submission right here.
This is the perfect chance for a finisher.
These top rope moves are all...
What a move! It's not hard to tell why that's his finisher, JR. This is great, JR. You call this one a slobber knocker?
It's too early to tell, King, but it's definitely one hellacious matchup, no doubt about it.
He saw that one coming. This has gone beyond just being a match, JR. I think these superstars genuinely hate each other.
There's no love lost between these competitors, that's for sure. If looks could kill, somebody would be pushing up daisies right now.
And you've got to admit, that makes for a much more interesting match, JR.
It sure does. But I just hope these superstars can settle their differences in the ring and leave it at that.
Look at him, rubbing his opponent's face in it. I love it.
Well, this crowd doesn't seem to share your opinion. And quite frankly, I hope this comes back to bite him.
These superstars are putting everything on the line here in this match.
They sure are, and they're doing it all for the WWE fans. Without them, there'd be no WWE.
He's obviously not feeling too threatened, JR.
Then maybe he's not smart enough to realize how dangerous his opponent really is. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears have been shed in that very ring.
And I think there's going to be a lot more shed here tonight.
No doubt about that, kid. The submission has been expertly applied, and now it's just a matter of time.
That's right, JR. You've either got to break the hold or get broken by it. He reversed it. It looks like they're slowing the pace down a bit here.
The referee has called for the bell. That's it.
Just moments ago, you successfully managed to beat Edge and Christian single-handedly. But Eric Bischoff has ruled that because of Eugene's absence, You forfeited the match. Therefore, Edge and Christian are the new World Tag Team Champions. I have to ask you, after that hard-fought match, with all of the blood, sweat, and tears you left in the ring, how does it feel to lose the World Tag Team titles and let William Regal down like that?
How does it feel, Coach? How does it feel? How do you think it feels?
Of course the deck was stacked against you when your partner Eugene decided not to show up for the match. What is your reaction to Eugene, well, dropping the ball?
Eugene, you must understand. Edge, Christian, and that trollop Trish Stratus are not your friends. They're trying to confuse you and take advantage of you.
But they said they were my friends. And Trish is so pretty. She wouldn't lie.
Look, Eugene, they took your tag team title last week after they convinced you not to show up for the match.
I know, I'm sharing the titles with them. Trish said they're my friends. And we had a great party last week after they won.
They're not your friends. They've already hurt me, and they will not hesitate to hurt either of you two as well if you're not careful.
Look, I've got a no disqualification match against Christian tonight. I'm sure Edge is going to be at ringside with them. Eugene, I need you to come down to the ring with me. If you don't, they'll gang up on me. Do you understand?
Good boy, Eugene. Now you two had better get ready. I'm going to speak with your Uncle Eric about arranging a tag title rematch at Survivor Series.
Boy, I tell you, JR, Eugene's about as dumb as a bag of hammers.
I feel terrible for that poor young man. I hope someone gets through to him somehow. I've got a feeling that this has all the makings of an instant classic.
That's probably just gas, JR.
Well, I did have some good old Oklahoma.
He's really cranking up the pressure on that hole, JR.
He sure is. There's no doubt he's looking for the submission right here.
Rope break.
You know, JR, when I saw this match on paper, I wasn't too sure about it. But it's turned out a lot better than I thought it would.
I'm not at all surprised, King. I knew this was going to be a... And there's the submission! There might not be any way out of it.
There'd better be, or we're going to see a tap out right here. You better tell the cameraman not to go for any close-ups on Chris Benoit, JR. He's got his opponent locked into submission, JR. This could be it.
It could indeed. He might force his opponent to tap out right here.
What are they gonna do next?
I couldn't even begin to guess, King. That's why they say anything can happen here in the WWE.
He countered that one perfectly. I don't think that these superstars have even contemplated the fact that they might lose.
I'm sure they have. That's not the kind of attitude you come in with and expect to pick up the win.
You're right about that, JR. If you can't see yourself having your arm raised by the referee when it's over, don't bother showing up. I know you're not a fan of everybody in this match, JR, but you've got to respect their dedication to this business.
Oh, absolutely, King. I don't have to like everyone on the roster to acknowledge that they've all worked long and hard to master their craft. He's got his opponent locked in a submission hold.
We could see a tap out right here, JR.
These superstars are going to put each other...
He's a 3 count away from a pinfall.
1, 2.
I don't know why he thought he was going to get the pin there. I wonder if Smackdown's good.
And there's the cover.
1, 2.
That was like 2 7/8, JR.
He's climbing up. I'm not so sure this is a good idea.
We could see a finishing move right here. His opponent telegraphed that one. Benoit thinks he's the toughest superstar in the WWE. Looks like someone's heading for the high writ. He sure is, JR, and I think he got all of that finisher. I can't even imagine what these superstars would put each other through.
I don't think you'd have to use much imagination, King. I think they intended...
Oh boy, here he goes.
He countered that and made it look easy. Look at the confidence radiating off this superstar.
All I see is an overconfident superstar who's throwing away the match by not following up. Climbing up the turnbuckle isn't bad. It's all the ways you can come down that hurt. Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I had a feeling their paths were going to cross sooner or later. And this could be a pinfall. Excellent counter. What ring presence.
I am so glad Chris Benoit isn't the World Heavyweight Champion anymore, JR. I couldn't stand it when Raw was being represented by someone like him.
Oh, yeah. What a tragedy it was to have a champion who was utterly devoted to the business. Oh, boy, this is not going to be an easy hole to escape from.
It sure isn't, JR. I've been on the wrong end of that one many times. He could hit his finisher right now. He reversed it. I feel like the luckiest guy in the world, JR. I can't believe I actually get paid to do this job.
Well, don't let Eric... He's got that submission hold locked in, and there it is. That's the match. Well, after another no-show, I don't think he's going to be giving Eugene the benefit of the doubt anytime soon.
Well, you know what they say, JR. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, you can't get fooled again.
You did a great job again for me last week, Eugene. You made me very, very happy. Do you know what I do for men that make me happy?
Give them presents?
You could say that. And I've got a present you can unwrap later tonight if you'll do me a little favor.
It's not my birthday.
I know, silly, but it's gonna seem that way.
Will there be cake?
No, Eugene,
and ice cream and balloons?
No, that's
and
not.
Pony rides?
Eugene! Listen, Eugene. If you do exactly what I tell you tonight, you're coming back to my hotel room after the show. Do you understand?
But I like my room. It's got all my action figures in it.
Eugene, listen. Edge has a match tonight against your former friend. I'm afraid he's gonna hurt Edge, and then he'll be able to hurt me again.
No.
But you can help Edge. We need you to be the special referee. The extremely special referee.
Referee? Like Dangerous Danny Davis or Earl Hebner's brother Dave?
That's right, Eugene. I know you'll do a great job for me tonight. Now go and get ready. Hurry up.
Holy crap. I thought I was gonna die.
I know.
Well, I guess we'd better get ready for your match, huh, bro?
We?
Yeah, we, as in you and me. Right?
Sorry, bro. Trish and I have some more planning to do.
Keep those belts warm, Christian.
Keep those belts warm, Christian. You're not the only one who can come up with a plan, Trish.
These superstars are so unpredictable, this match could go another 30 seconds or 30 minutes.
I hope it's the latter, King. It wouldn't hurt my feelings one bit if this match lasted the rest of the night.
I think the best is yet to come in this match, JR.
I agree with you 100%. Whenever you put abilities of this caliber in a match together, it just gets better and better.
I'm so happy that we have a superstar like Edge on the Raw roster. Someone who sets goals for himself and doesn't let anything stop him from reaching them. He's a great role model for young fans.
Oh, he's a terrific role model. The submission has been expertly applied, and now it's just a matter of time.
That's right, JR. You've either got to break the hold or get broken by it. We could have a pinfall here, JR.
1, 2.
Call me crazy. That was like 2 7/8, JR. Oh, man. That's going to change the tone of this match, JR.
Yeah, and not for the better either. I wish the ref would actually pay attention to what's going on.
1, 2.
I think I know who's going to win this one, JR.
Oh, really? Enlighten us,
5.
King.
Wait a second.
6.
Why are you so eager to hear my prediction?
7.
Because I want to know who's going to win. And 9 times out of 10, it's not the superstar you pick.
He countered that one perfectly. Chris Benoit thinks he's the toughest superstar in the WWE. But I think he's...
The submission is locked in. This could be huge.
Oh my gosh, JR! You can't go long without tapping out to this. I don't under...
What a reversal.
That submission is locked in, JR, and this is a tough hold to break.
It sure is, King. And even if you break the hold, it takes its toll on you.
I think we're going to find out just how much punishment the human body can withstand here tonight.
I think you're right, King. These superstars seem intent on taking each rope
I don't
break.
care how tough you are, JR. No one can take this kind of pain for long.
You're absolutely right, King. We've seen many superstars tap out to this very hold.
So, how do you think this one's going to turn?
And here's the pin.
1.
No trouble kicking out of that one.
You're not going to get him with that one. He's got the crowd and his opponent in the palm of his hand.
That can change in an instant, especially if you let your opponent catch his breath.
It doesn't appear that Edge is getting much love from this crowd tonight, and who can blame them? They're certainly not getting much from Edge.
That's not true, JR. I'm sure this arena... He's climbing the turnbuckle. What's he up to? You're not going to win a match by insulting your opponent.
No, but having the crowd behind you can certainly get the adrenaline pumping. I think the damage has been done here, King.
One good submission could end this, JR. I am so glad Chris Benoit isn't the World Heavyweight Champion anymore, JR. I couldn't stand it when Raw was being represented by someone like him.
Oh, yeah. What a tragedy it was to have a champion who was utterly devoted to the business and to the fans. What a submission hold! Could this be a tap out?
It isn't. The hold can't be broken. You can't take this kind of pain for long. I don't think that these superstars have even contemplated the fact that they might lose.
Why?
I'm sure they have. That's not the kind of attitude you come in with and expect to pick up the win.
You're right about that, JR. If you can't see yourself having your arm raised by the referee when it's over, don't bother showing up. I don't know where he thinks he's going. Oh boy, here he goes. He's really cranking up the pressure on that hold, JR.
He sure is. There's no doubt he's looking for the submission right here.
So come on, JR. Just between you and me. Oh my gosh, JR! That's it! The match is over!
Here's your winner, Chris Benoit.
Eugene, listen to me. That trollop is not your friend. She's using you and turning you into a laughing stock.
Oh, William. You just can't stand to see Eugene happy, can you? He's got friends now. Real friends. And I think it's just sad that you can't be happy for him.
Now listen to me, you vile little slag. Young Master Eugene is a good boy, and the last thing he needs is to be corrupted by the likes of you.
What the hell is...
Oh my gosh, JR!
Correction. I'm improving the plan. I call this one Plan C. That limey Regal was trying to ruin everything. But as you can see, he's done now. That's how I roll.
Hallelujah! I think Eugene's finally seen the light.
Trish, get out of there! Eugene's gone crazy!
Eugene, stop it! Stop it right now! Quite frankly, I don't care if you tear each other apart like animals. But you're going to wait until Survivor Series this Sunday to do it. You see, I'm making the World Tag Team title match a ladder match. But that's not all. As extra incentive, Trish Stratus's contract will also be on the line. Whoever wins the match gets the titles and Trish's services for 1 year.
A ladder match favors the champions, Edge and Christian. But having Trish's contract on the line has got to shake their confidence somewhat.
Oh man, JR, I wonder if it's too late to convince William Regal to let me partner with Eugene. Winning Trish would almost be worth it. I'd let Eugene keep both the tag titles.
Stupid son of... Ah, I can't believe...
Guys!
Dumb mother...
Hold up! Wait! We gotta talk about Survivor Series. You can't roll without me.
Looks like Edge and Trish weren't as excited about Plan C as Christian was.
I think Christian's troubles are only beginning. Look out, Christian!
One, two. One, two. One, two, three.
Here's your winner, Chris Benoit. The following contest is a ladder match.
You think you know me?
And it is...
It looks like they're slowing the pace down a bit here.
Back and forth. These two are going to trade blows until someone falls.
They know there's not enough room for both of them up there.
Eugene is such an inspiration. A textbook reversal there. There's not an ounce of quit in either superstar, but only one will remain.
Any superstar shows the slightest hint of weakness, they've lost the match.
That's for sure. This is a moment of truth. Can he reach the title? Whoever wins this fight might just win the match. So, what a battle. Neither superstar can afford to be knocked off the ladder.
line here in this match.
They sure are, and they're doing it all for the WWE fans. Without them, there'd be no WWE.
Eugene had some trouble getting to the arena tonight, JR. It's a long way down for whoever loses this fight, JR.
Boy, what a match. I wouldn't even hazard a guess as to who's going to win this thing.
What? Have you got both your contacts in one eye, JR? It's been obvious to me since the start of the match.
Oh, really? Well then, why don't you just enlighten the rest of us, King?
No way. I can already tell this is going to be a great match, and I don't want to ruin the ending for you.
You're too kind, King. You're also full of horse manure.
Whoever loses this fight is going to take a heck of a fall, JR.
This is a classic matchup, King. I'm so glad the WWE fans are getting the chance to see it.
Yeah, and I'm happy that I'm getting to see it. Only one of them's going to stay on that ladder, JR. Who's it going to be?
Boy, when you look at these superstars, it really drives home the fact that Raw is the dominant brand of sports entertainment.
It's going to be a long way down for one of these two superstars.
Look at the damage that has been inflicted here.
I don't care who he thinks he is. He can't take much more of this.
If he can grab that title, he's going home with it.
He can't keep letting his opponent work the same area of his body.
That's a recipe for disaster for sure.
I think this is it, JR. That title's got to come down.
You've got to ask yourself, how much punishment will these superstars be able to withstand tonight?
I don't know, JR, but I think they're...
Look at the intensity of these two superstars trying to stay on the ladder.
You talk about...
My God, look at the intensity of these superstars battling 15 feet. The referee is out, King. Will we see someone take advantage?
I'd be disappointed in them if they didn't, JR. This is a great opportunity.
Neither combatant can afford to lose this fight and fall to the mat. I think the damage has been done here, King.
One good submission could end this, JR. I've got to say, JR, I'm really impressed by what we've seen here tonight.
How could you not be, King? My God, this could be it. The match could be over right here.
They're beating the heck out of each other, JR. Someone's going to take a tumble. Look at... They're really going after each other, JR. Let me tell you, JR, you won't see action like this anywhere except on Raw.
That's for sure, King. There's not another brand of sports entertainment out there that can compare with Raw.
Now, if only we could get that through Michael Cole and Taz's heads, then they'd stop running their mouths on Smackdown. Oh my gosh, this could be the finisher.
Both superstars are beating the hell out of each other on the... I think he's about to take that title and this match.
If he's looking for a weapon, he's in the right place. So who do you think's going to win this match, JR? These two are fighting for their lives on that ladder. He's looking for that finisher, and he can do it here.
He's taken every advantage in this matchup, and it looks like he plans on taking a few more.
If he's not the dirtiest player in the game, JR, he's a shoo-in for second place. I'd hate to be that referee, JR. Can you imagine having to tell one of these superstars no?
This has turned into a real slobber knocker.
He's almost got the title. A fist fight 15 feet in the air. This isn't going to be pretty.
Here are your winners and still the World Tag Team Champions, Edge and Christian.
Yes, I see what you mean, Coach. I must admit his behavior has been a bit strange lately. Thank you for coming here tonight to bring that to my attention.
You wanted to see me, Vince?
Yes, thank you for coming to see me. I wanted to take this chance to compliment you on your hard work so far this year and let you know that it has not gone unnoticed. The matches you've competed in over the last few months have helped to determine your entry number into one of the greatest matches in sports entertainment, the Royal Rumble.
As you know, the Rumble takes place in 2 weeks. And tonight's match is your last chance to improve your entry number. And it must be your lucky day. Because Mr. McMahon, in his infinite wisdom, has come up with a typically brilliant plan to give you a choice of matches. You see, if you're fairly happy with your current number, you can compete in an Iron Man match tonight. When it's over, your opponent's number of pinfalls or submissions will be subtracted from yours. The resulting number will be added to your current entry number. So, if you score 3 points and your opponent scores 1, your entry number improves by 2. But if it's the other way around, your number falls by 2.
Or if you prefer to take a big risk for a big reward, you can compete tonight in a triple threat match against the number 1 and number 30 entrants. Win that match, and you'll get to enter the Royal Rumble last at number 30, which gives you a huge advantage. If you lose the triple threat, however, you'll enter at number 1 and have to face 29 other superstars in order to win.
I love it. That's sheer genius, Mr. McMahon.
Take it under advisement for a minute. Let me know which match you want to compete in tonight. Keep in mind that the higher your entry number, the later you enter the Royal Rumble, and the better your chances.